Hello guys and welcome back to my channel, or maybe not back, maybe for the first. Right now I'm in a park, a really beautiful, really nice park in Tallinn. I'm kind of on a mental health walk. My mental health walks are getting a little too mental lately because right now I will share some stories from my childhood, some experiences from my childhood that were a little bit traumatic, but also taught me a lot of things about myself that I still remember and keep constantly thinking about till this day. So the first story happened to me when I was in first grade. My brother used to walk me and my friend home every day from school, but his lessons were ending a little bit later than mine. So my friend and I had to wait every day for him near the school so he could walk us home. One day, my friend and I were standing on the territory of our school and we were playing a game on my phone. Back then in 2012, we didn't have cool phones, but they were already smartphones. I remember that I had a few games on my phone that were like pre-downloaded on the phone. I was playing one of those. So while we were standing and playing the game, a little boy, he was in second grade, so he approached us and he saw that we were playing that specific game. I think it was something like racing, and he asked me if he can help us because he saw that we were stuck on a level. I don't know, I was kind of an open person and I was open to new friends, new acquaintances, and I said yes, of course. And also, who could think something bad about a child who is the same age as you, basically? So, like, if you're a first grader and you see a second grader, you don't think of them as of something dangerous. So I was like, okay, yes, sure, please help us, because we were actually stuck on a level. And so this boy takes my phone, and so he takes my phone and he starts playing the game, and all of a sudden he just starts running, rushes out of the school territory. I don't understand what is happening. He just started running with my phone. And I was lucky that at the time there was a classmate of my brother. So basically their lesson already ended, but he was a little bit late. So, and some of his classmates were already outside of the school. And so she saw that the boy was running with my phone. I think she saw the situation in general, and she started chasing him. And once they run to the corner, I couldn't see anything from that moment. And I was just standing there and praying that she will bring my phone. And some minutes passed. I think it was maximum 2 minutes, but for me it felt like the eternity. Like it felt like 8 years, I don't know. Basically, I saw her coming from the corner and she was holding my phone in her hand. She told me that this boy got scared. Imagine you are a second grader who just did a crime and a sixth grader is running behind you. As she was approaching him and getting closer and closer, he got scared and he threw my phone into the grass. She took it and and she brought it back to me. Then I was already crying, full in tears, and my brother came out from the school. And then we had to go to the workers of the school to tell them about the situation. And then I remember seeing that boy for some time in our school, and then he just disappeared. So I think they transferred him to another school for children with difficult behavior, something like this. This is just my guess. I don't know what actually happened to the boy, but I remember seeing him sometimes in the school. I think he was in our school for a month after that happened. Sometimes he would see me in the corridors and he would just smile crazily, or once he even started chasing me and my friend. We could hide only in the classroom, so we run to the classroom and we were hiding under the teacher's table so he didn't do anything to us. I don't know, I was really scared of him. So this is the first story. So second story is more about like physical trauma, but also I realized that I'm a people pleaser and that I don't want to cause any difficulties or any inconveniences to other people. It happened in 6th grade, and back in 6th grade, I just transferred schools from my first one to my second one, and it was in the middle of a school year, and it was like really, I would say, chaotic and unprepared. We just got a new class teacher that year, and we didn't like her, and she was really rude. So my mom decided that I have to transfer to another school. My best friend went with me. And so imagine you are in the middle of 6th grade, the most ugly era of everyone's life, of everyone's appearance. And I was really stressed, I was really scared in this new school. And let me tell you that the second school, my new school, was like 3 times bigger than my first one. So we had to really get acquainted with the place really fast and find the classrooms that everybody knows where they are located, but we didn't. Sometimes we were late to the classes because we were just trying to find the classrooms. Our classmates weren't as welcoming as they could be, honestly. So it was maybe the first week of being in a new school. We were rushing to the classroom with my friend. I remember till this day that this specific classroom was on the 3rd floor, and we had to like run the stairs. And let me tell you that our school that I just finished back in June, it is a really old, kind of a historic building that isn't too easy to change. So for the school to make any construction works, they always had to get permission first, and it is kind of a long process. So we were running up the stairs, and I was just sliding my hand on the handrail of the stairs, but the handrail was really old and it was made of wood. So I'm running and just like sliding my hand, and all of a sudden I feel like I hit my hand on something, and I feel like excruciating pain. Like it was so painful, and my hand starts shaking. I look at it and I see that under my nail I have a splinter, and it went like through my nail, basically to the base of the nail. And when I saw this, it looked really scary because it immediately turned like blue, and I was like, oh my god. I had to go to the doctor of the school, but to go to the school nurse you had to get the permission from the teacher. So I firstly went to my teacher and showed her my nail because I was so shocked. I think I couldn't speak, so I just went to her and I was like, she like immediately got it. I had no problems going to the nurse, but at the nurse she looked at my nails and she said that it's really bad that I cut my nails the day before. So she could see that I cut them the day before, and there was no like cuttable parts, if I can say like that. So basically it went really deep, and she tried to take it out, but she couldn't. So she told me that I have to go to the ER. And the next thing she asked me was, should I call your parents? And honestly, I didn't want to cause any troubles, and I didn't want to cause any inconveniences to my parents. So I said, no, it's okay, I live near the school. I actually wasn't. I had to take a bus. So she wrote me a note, and I went to take my belongings. It was also like winter, so I had to put everything on. I had to go home. The road home was like approximately 30 minutes, really fast, because middle of the day, not so many people on the roads. By bus, I mean. So when I got home, my father was at home. I had to tell him what happened. And so we went to the ER. The first ER was located near our house. Maybe it was like 10 minutes on the car. And then we were in the first ER. And they told me that they can't do anything in this situation. So they tried to take it off. And they sent us to the main ER of the city. And we got there. And basically the line was pretty short. So I got there quickly. And when I got there, they started cutting my nail, and they cut it on the uncuttable part. I don't know if those words exist, but like on the main part of the nail, on the nail basically. And I wasn't making any sound, so I was just like completely quiet. And the doctor even said like, "Wow, how are you staying quiet? I would have been screaming." I didn't want to seem like a fool. In the meaning of like, I don't know, I thought it is kind of foolish to scream when you're in pain. So I was just keeping it inside of myself. And then they got it out. They got it out in a really good moment when the nurse was about to put like injection under my nail. But the doctor took it out the minute the nurse was getting the injection ready. So this is the second story of how I was in pain for too long, because I'm a people pleaser and I don't want to cause any troubles to anyone. Yay! And the third story, I still keep thinking about it like weekly, even though it happened 9 years ago when I was in 3rd grade or maybe 4th grade. I created an account in a social media website called VK. It is a social media app like Telegram, I would say. And I created an account even though I wasn't supposed to. My mom didn't let me, but I still created it because, I don't know, I was feeling sexy and free. On that account, I had not pictures of me, but pictures of LPS, like Little Pet Shop toys. And I got a friend request from a person named Valeria, I still remember to this day. And she also had LPS. And I thought that it's a girl my age, so I added her. And she started texting me saying that actually she is working in a like mobile connection company and she needs my help. And also she told me that she is actually right now trying to save money for her mother's operation because her mother has cancer. And basically she told me that I need to send her 1 cent, only 1 cent, and it will be already a huge help for her. I was like, okay, 1 cent is nothing, you know? And she gave me a specific phone number where I was supposed to send some messages so she would get this 1 cent. I did that, and she said that the transaction isn't over, so I have to send some more messages. And I was sending like messages to codes and numbers, and then I started getting suspicious, and I told her that actually I don't want to do that anymore. And she told me that, you know, I can easily take 200 euros from your phone. And she was telling me a story about a girl who didn't want to help her, so that's why she decided to punish her and take 200 euros out of her phone number account. I got scared, so I decided to like finish the transaction. But at one moment I got a notification that there is no more money on my phone number. It was back in the time when we didn't have endless calls, endless internet. It was when you like put money for a specific amount of calls and messages. Yeah, and it said that I have no more money on my phone number. And I got really scared. I decided to delete VK. I decided to delete this girl, like the messages from my phone. Then I was like really scared, really anxious, so I decided to tell my brother about this situation. And he, of course, told me that I have to tell my mom about this. It was really scary, but I did. And the next day my mom went to the mobile shop to check how much money did this person take away from me. And it turned out that it was actually about 70 euros, which in 2014, 2015 in my family were a big amount of money. My parents were, of course, really mad. So in the mobile connection shop, they told us that my phone number is no longer like usable, so I have to switch it to a new one. So we had to do all this. And the saddest part for me was that I was saving money back at the time for, I think, a couple of years. I had to break the piggy bank and give all the money that I had there to my parents because they had to pay the bill. And also we went to the police station to tell about this person, and they told us that there was already several people who had the same problem, but we never got any information back. So after we told about this person, we gave like screenshots. They didn't open the case, I think. This was the first and the only time when I got scammed by someone. I just feel that it's so cruel for a person to scam kids with the topic of like sick mother, or then threatening to take away 200 euros from them. Right now I understand that it actually was impossible for that person to take those 200 euros from my account, but as a child I was really scared. I hope you enjoyed these stories and that they were at least a little bit interesting. It's so beautiful here in this park. Like, I really enjoy just sitting here filming a video. It's actually not so empty, so I have some people walking around. It helps me with my like anxiety of filming videos. Guys, golden hour or no? Wow, this information was so according to the topic of the video. But anyway, what I wanted to say is thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed those stories. Hope you will not think that I'm such a huge fool to be tricked several times by people, but not anymore. Those times were the last ones, and then I didn't give anyone a chance to trick me because I'm a bad bitch. Hello, how are you? My Jeffree Star impression. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next one. Bye!